What's going on, world? Alright, man, so I made this because I wanted to touch on this actual bullshit that's going around here concerning this coronavirus relief stimulus check not going to non-custodial parents. Allegedly, what many of you call, and the government likes to call, absent or deadbeat parents. Alright, man, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to touch on three things, briefly. First thing I'm going to touch on is where this shit come from, where it all started, which senator actually created this wildfire that has many people saying that individuals who owe child support payments and has been reported to the state treasury department will not be receiving child support tax refunds. Second, I'm going to get into the mistaken belief that motherfuckers believe that individuals who owe child support are allegedly deadbeat parents. And then I'm going to give you the real fucking reason why the government cannot send a stimulus refund check to motherfuckers who owe child support payments. Which gonna prove this motherfucking fraud that's been going on, which many motherfuckers have been trying to wake all you motherfuckers up. And I figured it's the perfect opportunity to speak on it since all you motherfuckers got your mouths wide open now. Alright, so first thing first. It's a motherfucker called Senator Chuck Grassley out of Ohio. This individual said that legislation has passed that nearly turned off all administrative offsets that ordinarily may reduce tax funds for individuals who owe past tax debts or who are behind on payments to federal or state governments, including student loan payments. Now, further, he added, the only administrative offset that will be enforced applies to those who have past due child support payments that the states have reported to the Treasury Department. So, if the child support agency or the state have reported your actual arrears to the Treasury Department, you are now labeled in society as a deadbeat parent, a person who does not want to take care of his child, and a person who owes money, so you are not entitled, so you are somehow not entitled to receive child support, a stimulus check. Now, now that's number one. Let me give you number two. Now, before we hop at number two, let me briefly state, if a motherfucker owe child support, do the motherfucking coronavirus bypass this nigga? Oh, this nigga right here owe by $6,000. I'm gonna pass him. I'm the coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? I'm goddamn a motherfucker cough. I come out the nigga mouth and I'm looking for my next victim. And somehow I know that this nigga right here owes $6,000 in child support, but I'm gonna bypass his ass and I'm gonna go to this lady who received over $75,000 a year. Does the coronavirus operate like that? So you mean to tell me motherfuckers who owe child support somehow are less important than motherfuckers who don't in relations to a motherfucking virus? Bullshit. Now, let me get into this mistaken belief that people who owe child support somehow are deadbeat parents. Now, most of you people do not know that, let me just give you one thing. If a man does not want to be in your life or your child's life, he's gonna motherfucking succeed. There is nothing you can do. You may find him at one job. The first thing that motherfucker will do is find a way where you cannot get his money. You gonna file for contempt? This nigga gonna move out of state. You gonna find where he at when he move out of state? He gonna move to another state. What am I saying? A man that do not want to be in your child's life or pay you anything, he ain't gonna do that shit, period. Ain't a motherfucking thing you can do. Now, let's put this into perspective. The man who wants to be in his child's life, he is the only person suffering. Did you know that a man who's, and tell me, because I'm speaking on experience. If you got a baby mama who don't want you to be in your child's life, and the only way that you can get in your child's life legally, by not having to beg this bitter ass motherfucker, is by going to the courts and saying, hey, I'm the father of this child and I want custody. So once you go to the courts and you file for custody, they automatically place you on child support. They create the child support order right then and there. Do you know that most fathers that go to the court and it does not settle at mediation? Do you know that 9 times out of 10, when they go to court, they will most likely receive every other weekend visitation? That means the mother has her for almost 80% and the father has her for 20%. Now, so this the thing. A man that went to court because he couldn't see his child now has to pay the mother a ransom to see his child every other weekend. He sees his child Friday and Saturday and Sunday morning and brings him back at Sunday night. But he pays $700 a month. If he's short, mother files for contempt and put this man in jail. She's spending all his money. 9 times out of 10 ain't spending nothing on the child. So, get out of this mistaken belief that men that owe child support somehow don't want to be in that child's life. Because I'm going to let you know right now, the only men that are hurting right now who owe child support is the motherfuckers that want to be in their child's life. The man that ain't in their child's life, as soon as he's seen that people who owe child support not going to the person that owe, the stimulus check is not going to individuals that receive child support, that owe child support, that man shrugged his shoulders. He got plenty of money saved up for his 1099 contract jobs and his side odd jobs. He's straight. That man, he in Puerto Rico right now drinking motherfucking pinatas. He kicking it. He ain't worried about this shit. The only man worried is the man who was short on his rent and his car note and about to get his car taken and his house taken, and that $1,200 would have helped him out, but he somehow owes $1,000 and it's been reported to the straight Treasury Department, so he's not gonna get that check. That's the only man hurting. That's who y'all women laughing at when y'all speaking on Instagram and on Facebook and on YouTube. Oh, he should have been in his child's life. That's what these men who damn on the brink of suicide reading. Y'all talking about these men. A motherfucker who don't want to be in the child's life, he ain't gonna be there regardless, period. And what I never understood is, this damn government, who somehow don't give a fuck about nobody. Back then, they didn't want the motherfuckers, black people, to drink out the same water fountain as them. It went from race to classes, lower class, upper class, middle class. They segregate the schools by now making the rich parents, they pay their school tuition, school fees is $1,500 a month, but public school is free. But in this $1,500 a month school, they teaching them about how to be entrepreneurs, about how to be politicians, senators, people or men and women in positions of authority. But in public school, they teaching you how to be a W-2 employee for 50, 60 years. Retire, shut the fuck up, pay your bills, pay your tax, and do what the fuck we say. So, this government, who supposedly set up this whole motherfucking legal segregation, this government that's supposedly poisoning the food, they got cure for damn near everything, but they not allowing it to be out in the open because that affects the pharmaceutical company, a $1 billion industry. This government that somehow kills unarmed black men for a fucking broken tail, like the man, he's in the morgue, that mother, she's now alone, and the child don't have a father, but the officer's on paid vacation, waiting for a not guilty verdict. This government who, it's a million other things I can name that I can't think off the head right now. But this government that haven't gave a shit about you somehow now gives a fuck about your child. Somehow now we have to take care of these children. They now somehow give a fuck about your child. It's all about money. Now, They sit up here and the first thing they say is, oh, abortion. We have the right to do this. It's our body, our choice. If we want to kill this baby, we can do it. Do you know that now they saying that if the baby is born, the mother has the option to say if she want to kill that child or not? But the father ain't got no input in it. I thought it was her body. But now the baby is outside of the body, so now it's that baby's body, but it's still the mother's choice. Follow me now. They passing bills like that now. Not only can you kill it on the inside of you, but now when the baby comes out, the mother has the option to kill it, but the father doesn't have a say-so. But now, if this mother decides to get this child, decides to keep it, they come in the room with smiles and a birth certificate. Go look at your child's birth certificate right now, mothers and fathers. On there, you will find the word informant. On the informant, you will see the mother's name. Then I want you to go get a Black's Law dictionary, and I want you to look up the definition of informant. As a matter of fact, I might even put the motherfucker on the screen for you. An informant is a motherfucker who informs for a special reward. So you informing on the state that this man is the father of this child right here on this birth certificate. Right? You sign the birth certificate as the informant and the mother, and you inform on the father, you are the second witness. Come on now. 3 witnesses. 2 witnesses, right? You got 2 witnesses now. What's the third witness? It's the registrar. And the motherfucking the doctor who signs the birth certificate witnessing both of y'all signatures and send this to the registry. And now, we're going to get into this third part, because half of y'all don't even understand why the government is not allowing fathers who owe child support to receive stimulus checks. But before we get into that, you got to understand something. I'm going to try to give you this shit quickly. If you look up United States Code 2008-15A, you will see that the United States is a federal corporation. So now, ask yourself, what kind of nation has a president? A nation doesn't have a president. A nation has a fucking king. Now ask yourself, what kind of business have a president? Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Comcast, Spectrum, DirecTV, FedEx, Amazon, a lot. So now that you know America is a corporation and the motherfucker running the corporation is a businessman, Donald Trump, you're now going to come more aware of what the shit I'm about to tell you right now. So now the baby is born, the mother has informed on you, on the father, or the father didn't sign the birth certificate. Oh, they got ways to motherfucking get you. Acknowledgement of paternity, threaten you, you're going to take this DNA test, motherfucker, or else. The mother has informed on you, and now she goes to the child support agency. If she doesn't do that, she goes to the child support agency and assign her rights over. If y'all don't have a child support agreement, or if you do have a child support agreement, she goes to the child support agency with that child support agreement, or she goes to them to create an agreement. Now, these child support agreements are interstate contracts, which are negotiable fucking instruments. What is a negotiable instrument? You got to understand something. What I'm speaking to you now is Uniform Commercial Code. Every transaction in business has to operate under the Uniform Commercial Code, UCC. This is a negotiable instrument, the child support agreement. She has a right to support, but she assigns that rights over to the child support agency, another corporation, which is contracted with the United States government, which then the United States government tells the states that they can voluntarily opt into the child support Title 4D program and receive federal funding. The 50 states jumped on it. They adopted Title 4D into their laws, and now they're coming after these fathers. So now, let's get into this shit. Because now we finna start talking about debts and instruments and why these motherfuckers can't give people who owe child support these actual stimulus checks. Now let's go to the fact that America is bankrupt. This business is bankrupt. What the fuck does that mean? That means ain't no money. Yeah, ain't, nigga. Public education. Ain't no money. So, what the fuck is a note? A note is a promissory note. It means I promise to pay you. What did they say about the dollar? It's backed up by the full faith and credit of the people. What does that mean? That means soon as the people stop having faith that the dollar has some value, what is the credit? The people were pledged as collateral to work for this corporation to pay back the debt. And now this father, who you have informed on, fuck around, get put on child support, you owe arrears. There's a judgment put on you. You owe arrears on this instrument, this money, this debt. You owe debt to the fucking bankrupt nation. It's now time for this actual government to pay out money and offset shit. They can offset all other debts, but why can't they offset this debt? Any motherfucking thing requiring the full faith and credit of the United States is a debt negotiable instrument. Title 28 United States Code 1738B, full faith and credit for child support orders. What the hell is going on here? Do you mean negotiable instruments are ordered and issued by UCC Article 3 negotiable instruments? 3-104 negotiable instrument? 3-105 issue of an instrument? Hold up now, let's go back to the fact that we dealing with corporations governed by Uniform Commercial Code. So child support on negotiable instruments. And the term child support means a payment of money, continuing support, or arrearages. What the fuck is money? Do you know that HJR 192 in 1933, hence the word 33, says that the people, basically that basically pledged the people as collateral, so long as we can discharge our debts. The United States, which is a federal corporation, is bankrupt. I just told you that child support orders are issued and like as negotiable instruments, and are ordered and issued by UCC Article 3. And child support means a payment of money, continuing support, or arrearages. The term child support order means a judgment, decree, or order of a court. What the fuck is an order? I told you now, it's all commercial. It's all fucking corporations. So now, if the child support order is the order of a court, and the order of a court is literally a money order by UCC Article 3 negotiable instruments, some of you motherfuckers might have missed it. Child support orders are and issued as negotiable instruments in 3-104. What the fuck is money? Child support means a payment of money. Who is doing the payment? You or the court? The court is creating the prepayment by ordering the money. So now let's get into the fact that why motherfuckers who owe child support and has been reported to the state treasury can now somehow not receive a stimulus check. Who created the stimulus check? The president, right? Where did he get the stimulus check from? Steve Mnuchin. Who that measly motherfucker? He's the motherfucker from the Federal Reserve. Is the Federal Reserve a part of the government? No. The Federal Reserve is not a part of the government. But that is where the United States gets its money from. So, why would they give child support, motherfuckers who owe child support, money that's already paid? What is the difference between child support agreements, student loans, and federal and all this other tax debt? There's no prepayment of the fucking order. They don't take you to court to motherfucking put a fucking student loan debt on you. But it's all an administrative offset, right? But what is the only administrative offset that requires or has a court prepaying the order? I want y'all to pay attention to something motherfucking Donald Trump said. He was quoted as saying he loves debt. He loves debt, and he is the king of debt. He's also been quoted saying he understands money. You motherfuckers don't understand money.
But now you do.
Yeah, man, so I put this shit out, man, to expose this fuck shit, because I'm sick of the bullshit. Holla back, man.
I got shackles on my wrist and on my ankle. I got sand between my toes and on my fingers. Rubber small, mindset on me if I get famous. Being powerful than the pills, could I be dangerous? No disrespect, but